So I guess I should say something. But I don't know what to say because I'm awkward like that. Hmm. Well, woo, 10K. Wow, that's a lot of people. Um. So yeah, we're just gonna be working on the cricket we started yesterday, and you guys can ask me any question you like. How you create your OC? Um, like which one? Because a lot of them I have this weird thing when I watch movies or read books that I start to imagine like how I would create the story or what I would have done differently. Not saying that the original story is bad, but my imagination likes going places. So then I end up obsessing over that, I guess, fan fiction for a while until it turns so completely the opposite direction of the original story that they just become my OCs. Although some of my OCs have just been around since the beginning of time, and they used to be so weird, and now they're just like these really complicated things after like 5 years of developing them. Oh, so like the little moth guy. So I used to be obsessively in the Wings of Fire fandom. It was kind of bad, and I used to role play every single hour of the day. I would stress out being like, "Oh no, I'm missing out on good roleplay material." And when I was not active. And then, so one day I noticed that everyone had like sonas and stuff, and I was like, oh, I want to make one. And my username on there was Wooey Dragon. Don't ask me where I got that from, because it was a Roblox username, and I've kept it ever since for every gaming thing. And I was like, what sona would I have? And I like asked everybody, and they were like, for some reason, Wooey reminds me of a moth. So I made a little moth goober, and he's just been here ever since. Drawing humans? Oh boy. I don't actually know how to draw humans. Humans make me cry. Like sometimes I'm like, oh hey, I could draw that, and then I look at it later and I'm like, dang, you really missed the pole there. Hmm. So tips, honestly, I don't I don't really have tips for drawing humans. It's mostly just a lot of trial and error. Like I've been drawing them for so long, trying to get them right. And I know I still have a long way to go. I mean, look at this hand. That ain't a pretty hand. Where's her other arm? So it's just a lot of trial and error of like anatomy, and I would say it's mostly like a bunch of triangles, and I don't know. Humans are just funky creatures, and I still don't get their anatomy that well. I know it's probably not very helpful, but this is probably the best I got. My channel name as in eating crackers. Well, so I'm completely unoriginal with this one. I saw a lot of people with usernames that were like, oh, eating this. Like, there was this one artist that was like eating worms, and I thought that was the coolest username ever. And I don't know why I liked it so much, but I was like, I want a username like that. And I love Ritz crackers, so I was like, I'll just do eating crackers because that's silly goofy. And so yeah, hence the name was born. It just sort of stuck. I never really liked any of the usernames I gave myself, but for some reason I liked this one. I really hate this hand. Hmm, there we go. Just turn that on. Hate drawing hands. Why are they so complicated? Wish we didn't have hands. That would make art so much easier. I'm drawing Cricket right now. Look a little gander at her. She's a cutie. Um, so for my dragons to humans, I honestly have no idea. I'm sort of just like Tsunami for the longest time, like since I started reading Wings of Fire, I just knew exactly what she looked like in my head as a human. I I don't know why I came up with that design, but it's just stuck ever since, and I haven't been able to get that out of my head. And then for everyone else, it's sort of for I don't know. I sort of just take a lot of inspiration from their characters, like personality. So like with um Lister, she's a very like snake person, so I made her long and she's got diamonds on her. So I made her hair long, I made her clothes long and silky. It's just a lot of metaphors that I put into her clothing. Although for I gotta say, Darkstalker, he's gotta be my favorite human design. I know a lot of people didn't like it because I made him old, which I did for a reason, but I think it's amazing. I love it so much. But I also just like old looking characters. But for him, I wanted to make him look like a king, but also old fashioned, but also still have that youth in it. So it was just a lot of complicated stuff. Although for Sky, his human design, I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm thinking of redoing it because it's kind of adorable, but at the same time, it's the worst thing I've ever done. I hate it so much. Like I it's a good it's a mediocre character design, but I feel like I could have done better with him. It doesn't look like him. Um yeah, I really need to redo him. He's so cute. He's like my favorite guy ever, and I completely I did him dirty with that design. Another one I hated. I don't know. There's a couple. Clay. I hate my Clay one. And I know everybody wanted that one so bad, so I just did it, but I still don't like it. Like, it doesn't look like him at all. Like, I look at that and I'm like, who is this guy? This isn't my boy Clay. Should probably redo Clay. Um, my favorite character? My favorite character in Wings of Fire, it's gotta be Queen Scarlet. It's so basic, but I love her so much. She's got, she's the most well written character in that entire book. Like, if we ever got her perspective, I probably wouldn't like her. Not hating on Tui, but I've noticed that every time we get the perspective of a character, their personality completely changes. Like for Sunny, she's unpopular opinion. I hate Sunny. I don't hate Sunny. I hate her book because she's all about her friends and, supporting each other, and then she suddenly has this, oh, I need to go on a solo mission type thing. And it bugs me. Like I understand why it happened and, plot and character development and all that, but it felt out of character for me. And I don't know. I just think Scarlet is great. I love her. She's got a nice personality. I'm sort of glad we don't have a backstory to her because I feel like that would give her like pity. Like, oh, her dad was never there or type story, so I'm glad we never got that. I'm glad she's just like an evil character. And it's like what Disney's doing. Disney is just like, oh, here's an evil character, but they have a sad backstory. There's no just pure evil characters. But that's what Scarlet is in this story. She's the pure evil character, but she's also interesting, like Scar from Lion King. Which, side note, I'm mad that they're making a Mufasa backstory. I'm bleh. We didn't need it. Nobody asked for it. Anyway, um, oh, Scarlet does have a backstory. Ooh, what's her backstory? Because I did not know that because I did not buy the guide. I also need to read the winglets, which I now understand that like all the maps about Arctic and Fosslayer, I now understand how people got all that information because there's a winglet about it. My mind is blown on that fact. Kind of out of the loop. I live under a rock. Oh man, she does get sympathy. Oh, she murdered her whole family. Well, I'm not surprised. And her husband? I was wondering what happened to that guy. Um, that's a whiny child. I never imagined her being whiny. I always imagined Scarlet to be like pompous. Not exactly like spoiled, but not in a whiny way. Okay, I sort of like Starflight. He's sort of he's basic. Like, his whole personality is just like basic. I'm a nerd and I'm nervous and shy and Oh, I'm not brave. My whole arc is the fact that I'm not brave, and my whole all my friends are. Which I I can't hate on him because he's like the original group, and they have a very very special place in my heart. But I understand why you don't like him. Oh, I'm gonna like turn everyone against me. I might lose all my subscribers from this. I hate Kibble with a passion. Least favorite character in the whole series. Okay, other than Whirlpool, but we all collectively hate Whirlpool. He's nobody's favorite, and if he is, mm, hate Kibble though. Like, I know everybody loves him. He's like everybody's favorite. He's the silly, goofy guy that Moon ends up with, but oh, I hate him. Fandom Kibble I like, but I do not like him in his book. I just hate the whole he did the right thing because of he has to because he's the main character. Like his whole book, he's like, "Oh yeah, if I could get magic, 100% would, and I would be so good with it." Blah blah blah. He's just like narcissistic about it the whole time, and he's like, I feel like he's lying to everyone the whole time. Like, yeah, I'm a good, honest person, but then like in his brain, he's like, well, actually, I don't actually like you in my brain, but I can't say that because I'm smart and oh, I'm so great because I'm Kibble and I'm funny and I know everything and blah 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 blah. But like, he 100% would have taken the magic like as soon as Darkstalker offered it, if it wasn't for the fact that he needed to do the right thing in the end. Like that, my honest opinion, I feel like he would have done that, and it bugs me that he didn't. Like I know it was the last book and like that was the ending and stuff, but I just feel like it was wrong. Like I hate Kibble, and I love making my little Kinter like weird posts about them because they're funny and adorable. But I hate him in the book so much. He makes me so mad. And Moon. Moon's boring. And Fate Speaker. Oh, I hate Fate Speaker. Anyway, I should probably stop hating on the books because they're good books. I like them. Um, a phobia? I'm scared of the ocean. The ocean's pretty scary. Like, I don't really know how to swim that well. I barely know how to swim. And honestly, I don't think I ever want to be in the ocean. Like, I'm okay. I like the land. I don't want to go in space either. The land is nice. Like, I know everyone's like, wow, space and underwater. And I'm like, no, okay. The ground is right here. I will stick to the ground. The ground is nice to me. The ground doesn't hold hidden mysteries, or it also has oxygen. Oxygen's nice. Um, I'm also afraid of dying. That's pretty basic. And then I have, what else am I scared of? Being forgotten. Scared of being forgotten. That's pretty deep, but I don't want that to happen. Um, what else am I afraid of? Judgment? Because I'm afraid of judgment. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. I'm not really. I'm scared of people breaking my house. But that's just like a paranoia fear. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just paranoid of everything all the time. But you know. That's pretty much it. I don't really have like weird phobias. Like I'm not scared of plates. Although I guess why would you? I don't like loud noises. Like if someone like claps near me, it's not that I'm like jumpy or like scared of it. I just people have liked to point out that I blink a lot when there's loud noises. Like this was kind of embarrassing. One time when I was in history class, my teacher, he had like one of those pointer things with the finger on the end that some of those teachers have. And he was like standing in front of me and tapping it on my desk, and I was blinking every time he tapped it. And he wasn't even hitting it that hard. He was just tapping it, and I was blinking every time. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, you should probably stop doing that. You're blinking a lot." And I was like, "Am I? Dang, I'm sorry." It was kind of embarrassing, even though it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm, I don't know, loud noises are just weird to me. Like fireworks, I like fireworks, but like if it was like I blink a lot. I'm weird. I'm also afraid of rejection. Rejection is scary. Like I've only ever dated one person, and that was kind of a peer pressure thing. So we don't count it. We didn't last that long. But I've never told anyone that I have a crush on them or I love them or anything like that. I'm so scared of what's gonna happen, but rejection's pretty scary. I agree. Mm. Ooh, getting caught in a riptide? That sounds terrifying. Ooh, Snow character development. I love my girl Snowfall. She is. I love her, and I am so mad. Her whole book was filler. Nothing happened in her book. It was filler the whole time. That when her character development felt weird, like it felt rushed. Like it took me like an hour to read that book, and most of them take me at least like 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 5 maybe. Her book, I was done with it in like an hour. And her whole arc felt rushed, and then she never came back. Like, she didn't, like, I know she couldn't leave her tribe, but why make her the main character if she wasn't gonna be in the finale? Like, I love her to death, and I'm glad we got her perspective, but her perspective felt useless. Like, if we would have gotten links, I feel like that would have been better. And I guess, okay, I understand why she destroyed the wall and like the rankings and all that stuff. Good on her. Free people from that weird government. But it was also a really cool government. Like that was really unique, and the fact that it was destroyed, like also after centuries of it being like tradition, it's sort of sad and disappointing that it's gone now. It's like, oh well, now you guys are just now you just live in the snow. Cool. There's other people more interesting than you now. Like that was one of the really cool things about Icewings. But love Snowfall. But her book, it was just disappointing. I was so excited for it, and it was just like, oh, we're gonna look at this random Silkwing you've never heard of, and it was just like, oh, okay. So when do we get back to her? Like the parts where she is going through her arc felt more like side quests to what was important, and I feel like she shouldn't have done that with what was supposed to be a main character's perspective. Like when we were talking about, oh, her being paranoid about her sister, Crystal, maybe trying to like scheme and take the throne from her, it felt like it was just a random thing that we were supposed to be paying attention to every once in a while. And not like actually part of her arc. Like Peril's arc, the whole time she's paranoid about Scarlet and her coming back and all this stuff. And her going to look for her to like get closure and all that. and it worked well with the way the story was going. But for Snowfall, it had no correlation with what was happening. It was just a paranoia of hers that turned out to be wrong. Which, like, it showed that she was just being overly paranoid and that she was not ready to be queen yet. But it was also, it was unimportant. Yeah, that's ugly. Ooh, get rid of it. What brush should I use for this? Let's try this one. I don't know. Yeah, I just wish we got more out of her book. It would have been cool. Um, the drawing humans question again. I sort of learned how to draw humans from my older sibling. They were the artist, and then I sort of copied them, and now I'm considered the family artist. But they sort of taught me, like, that's where I learned like the basics from. But they were also beginning in art. Like they were like probably like had 2 more years of experience than me, and so like it's where I learned the basics and got the idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. But I mostly just learned from looking at other people's drawings, like She-Ra. I love She-Ra. It's an amazing TV show. If you have not seen it, go watch it because it's just great. Okay, it's Catra. She's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Would die for her. But I just looked at the art styles, like their anatomy, the way that they're just overall drawn. I just it's a lot of observing and copying, and then eventually, like, not exactly to a T, because I suck at um I suck at copying art styles, but I just sort of take what they do, like not exactly watching speed paints, but yeah, I guess sort of watching speed paints also helps because you get to see like what they do and how they draw it. I just I just copied people a lot, and then it sort of fine tuned itself into my own thing. Like I think drawing dragons also helped because dragons have like weird perspectives, so it helped me understand that weird effect, like different weird angles. So for the life of me, I cannot draw front views because dragons are not in front views, but I can draw three, fourth perspectives pretty okay. So yeah, just a lot of trial and error, a lot of observing and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. Because like sometimes I try something and then I see something else and I'm like, oh, my current method is kind of bad. I should try this instead, and then it turns out better. Now that because some people draw different things differently and it always looks good, but sometimes it just doesn't work for your art style. So it's a lot of looking and also figuring out, what you feel looks nice. Look at me. Um, yeah. Mm, my pronouns, I don't really care what you guys use. It doesn't bother me that much. Like, if you guys want to use they, them, I don't mind. If you want to use she, her, I don't mind. If you want to use he, him, I don't mind. It's never really been something that's like a big deal to me. Like, if it is to you, that makes a lot of sense. That's all up to you. But for me, never really cared. I once had people argue about my pronouns before. Like, I never really told anybody on the internet because it was just not something I did. And then one day someone used she, her pronouns on me in like, I think it was the wiki. And so many people started arguing about what my pronouns were. It was kind of funny. And then I sort of just came in there and was like, hey guys, I don't actually care. And then they were like, oh, okay. But it was just a silly thing that happened. Oh, that's why it's not working. Oh, I'm so weird. No! What is this? Go away! Done. Okay, done. Oh, there we go. Yay! No! I did it again! Um, I feel like Luna was sort of sidelined in her book. Like, I know, I don't know why so many people didn't like the last book. I absolutely loved it. Like, Darkstalker Legends is gotta be number one. The last one I feel like was so close to beating Darkstalker Legends. I don't know why. I loved that book so much. It was so good. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like it was amazing. Like, she did sort of feel like just a sort of, I don't want to say, how do I say that? Uh, like, I liked the depression thing that was going on in there. I felt like that was cool. Um, but it did also feel like she wasn't as important to the plot. Like, it felt like it could have been anyone. Like, for everyone else's books, like, for Tsunami's book, it had to be Tsunami to be the main character for that book. For Starflight's book, it had to be Starflight to get for that book. But for this last book, it could have been literally anybody that took her place. Didn't have to be her. Like, I guess with the Fire Silk, but honestly, you could have done anything to cut the vine. So that was my issue with the book, but other than that, I loved that book so much. It was so good. And Freedom, I loved Freedom. She was so cute. And then what happened? Then she died, and it was like, oh no. She was just an angry little girl, and she made me so happy. Um, yeah, let's make it more yellow. Oh no. Okay. Yay. I kind of hate this, so we're gonna fix it. Yay! That's not how patterns work. Screw you too. Um, to have a dream goal with my art in the future. Um, I'm not sure. Like, I would like to improve a lot better. Perspectives. I really want to get perspectives down because I have such a hard time with perspectives. I don't know why. It's just the death of me. I cannot do it for some reason. But I don't know. I want to just make recognizable, sort of like looks like it could be in a TV show type art style. But I know that's really complicated. But that's what practice is for. Woo! Yay! We love practice. Hours and years of practice. Mm. What color should her overalls be? Because I have no idea. Oh, that's ugly. Make it black. That. Yeah. Whee! Oh no! Whoops! Don't mess that up. Um, you know, okay. I will admit, I was one of those people that hated the fact, like, I hated Dragon Slayer because of the whole humans are now important thing. Because I was like, one of the things I loved about Wings of Fire was it had nothing to do with humans. They were just like their own. They were just like, oh, hey, look, they do exist, but they're just silly, goofy guys called scavengers, and it's like, haha, hee hee. And like, I liked it how they were could be pets, like that was interesting, but I didn't like that they were important to the story because now I felt like we were falling into the How to Train Your Dragons type thing, and I was like, How to Train Your Dragons is cool, but Wings of Fire was also cool without humans. Like I like them being two separate things. Like I like I liked it. I'm okay with it now, but I also liked the way it was to where it had nothing to do with people. It just made it better to me, like a lot better. And yeah, like I like Sky. I'm so glad that he's alive. I thought that was the coolest thing ever, and I will die if we do not get a Peril and Sky reunion. Like I might have to go blow something up, but that look good. Maybe it should be yellow, like a very very pale yellow. I don't know. Let's try it. But I mm, I like the people. Sort of. I sort of like them, and I don't mind them anymore. But I still wish it was the way it was. Does this look good? Can't tell. Eh, maybe. Eh, maybe. Oops. Yeah, I think this is better. I think I should change that color though. No, she needs more spots. Okay. We are gonna make spots on you. Yay! What character can you relate to the most? I have not seen the cover for Escaping Peril. That's out? Hold up, I'm googling it. Escaping Peril. What? Whoa, what happened? Whoa, what happened? Peril graphic novel. So this one or this one? Assuming it's this one. Why are you so teeny tiny on the screen? Wow, this is really bad quality. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so excited for her book. Her book is one of my favorites. It was it was so cool. Like I'm sad Kinkajou didn't get her own book, but what would even happen in Kinkajou's book? But wow, this is cool. I'm mostly just excited for more Turtle. I love Turtle. He's a little guy. Um. Anyway, what character can I relate to the most? Um. Probably, probably Turtle, cause he's just well, but also Moon. Look, I don't care for Moon. I don't really like her that much. She's pretty basic and boring. But her whole, I don't know, I sort of interpreted her book sort of being like a metaphor about, I guess, I don't know, but I sort of just liked her. I relate to the whole being anxious about whether people will like me or not because I am so guilty of doing that all the time. I'm way too anxious. But then I relate to Turtle because he imagines himself being in a story all the time, which I do nonstop. I have a main character complex. It's bad. Of course, he thinks of himself as a side character, but his whole looking at the world like it's a story. I do that. I do that so often. Like everyone, I have like a list in my brain of like personality, dislikes and dislikes, and likes and dislikes. Like they're on a character page. Probably shouldn't do that, but it sort of just happens. And everyone's got backstories and lore. But yeah, who else do I relate to? Scarlet. I love murdering people. This is a joke. Please don't take me seriously. Never done it before, I swear. Uh, yeah, I think it's probably just those two. I'm just a weirdo. I'm Turtle also isn't a social person. I'm not a social person. I like my room with my art, Hollow Knight, my dog, video games, and the internet. The internet is nice. Nobody knows what you look like. Nobody cares. Yeah, yeah. Can't really relate to the first art characters. They were cool, but do you have a favorite or least favorite arc? I think my favorite arc is mm, probably the first one, just because it's like it was cool. It was like the founding one. It had a cool story idea. The characters were cool. The whole thing was it was just awesome, and it was just the first, so it's got like it's special to everyone, specifically to me, like in a bad way. I'm obsessed with this. I've been in this fandom for way too long, but yeah, probably the first one is my favorite. And then my least favorite is probably the third one. Not that it was bad. I just didn't care about it as much as the rest. Like, it was good. It had a cool idea. It had a cool, like, the new continent, that was cool. The way, like, their government and the fact that it was all pretty much run, like, the way it was done, it was really cool. But I wasn't as passionate about it. And it was also where they introduced the humans and stuff, and it was yeah, it just wasn't as interesting as the rest. Like, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Like, I love Sundew, I love Blue, I love Cricket, all that stuff, but I just didn't care about it as much. I love Arc 2. It felt more TV show-ish, like it was really aiming for teenagers, like young teens. Like it felt like I was watching like a Disney Channel show. Like a yeah, like oh, look at these dragons. They go to Dragon School, where everyone is nice to each other, and inclusion after a very racist lifetime of everybody hating each other because we're different species. And then, oh, big magic guy who's very old and super evil, and he has magic. It just felt like that, but I still love it. It was still good. But I also watch Owl House and stuff, so yeah, Harry Potter, all that fun stuff. Not Harry Potter. Why did I say Harry Potter? I am not in the Harry Potter fandom. How many OCs did you make? Oh, how many like in total? Are we talking about just Wings of Fire OCs, or are we talking like all of them? So we're talking all of them. I don't have a number. There's way too many of those guys. If I tried to count, I would forget who I've written down and then overcount. It would probably end up at like 1,000. There's way too many of them. But Wings of Fire characters, I have Leo, Target, Cosby, Viridian, uh, what is her name? Gannett. We have Half Blood. We have Lumen. We have What's Your Name? Dwale. We have Persimmon. Um, who do we got? We have Patchwork. We have Coffee Bean. We have Echo. Um, Leo's mom. Lumen's mom. The three important queens. We have that one lady. I forget her name all the time. We have that one lady's love interest, although he doesn't really appear, so I don't know if he counts. So far, we're at 15. Um, we're missing someone, a couple someones. Oh, we have the principal. We have the bully. What's that? 17. We have her. Well, she's not really mine. She's technically my sister's, but I put her in the story. Oh, we've got Vampire Squid. She's a goofy girl. What are we at? I think that's 20. Oh, we have that queen. We have. Oh, that's an important. Mirage. We have. That's also an important character. She doesn't have a maiden name though. Who else is important to the plot? Oh, Eider. 24. There's gotta be more than 24. We also have those two, but they're not really relevant to the plot. I like how you guys have no idea who I'm talking about. I'm just saying those people. Um, got all the dead ghosts. There's like 50 of them. It's kind of a spoiler. Whoops. We don't talk about that. I didn't say anything. Shh. You didn't hear anything. I think that's everybody. Oh, how did I forget my boy Kato? Ah, I'm hurt. He's like my favorite. I think that's like 30, 35-ish. 35 Wings of Fire OCs. In total OCs, couldn't give you a number. There's way too many of them. I also really would have liked the third arc if it didn't have anything to do with Pyria. Like, it was cool, but it was also like, eh. I also hate that they brought back Moon and Kibble. Like, you guys had your arc, you didn't need to come back. It's like how Tsunami and Clay and all of them, they were there during the second arc, but they didn't have any major plot relevance. But in that one, they did, and it kind of bugged me. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish that everyone like they all got their own thing. Um, I did like finding out about Jerboa though. I did like Jerboa's backstory. That was really cool. And I also I ship Glacier X Jerboa. It's freaking adorable. And I wish he didn't die. Like, oh, it hurts me so bad. Tsunami was in that many books. She might be a favorite. She might be one of Chewie's favorite. I know Kinkajou is, but she might be up there. Um, any thoughts on the TV show? It got picked up by Amazon? That's so cool. I'm kind of scared that Amazon's gonna do what it did with Hazbin Hotel. If you're young and do not watch Hazbin Hotel, telling you this right now, I 100% mean it. Do not watch it if you are very young. I would say probably 16 and under because 16-year-olds, you're fine. Do what you want. I'm not gonna boss you around. But if you're younger than that, stay away from the show. But Amazon sort of really cut it. Like they made it seem really rushed, so I'm hoping they don't do that with Wings of Fire because there's so many details in Wings of Fire that they need to keep in order for it to be enjoyable and make sense. So I'm just hoping that they don't mess it up, I guess. Like I know Tui's like on board and helping it, but I'm just hoping that she's allowed to have enough say into it that it's not awful. But I'm really excited for the show. Like if um um what was I saying? We're talking about the show. I was really excited when I first heard about there being a TV show, and I was disappointed at first when I found out that it wasn't going to be 2D. But then after thinking about it and seeing like the leaks of the models and stuff, it's going to be so awesome as 3D. Like I saw the model for, or I guess the idea sketches for what the Sea Wing Kingdom is going to look like, and it looks so cool. I am so excited, and I hope it looks as awesome. Like, I hope it looks better than what I'm imagining, because I'm sort of imagining it looking like the comic books, which, to be honest, the comic books are kind of plain looking, which I get. Comic books are really hard to do. Like, I've been trying to make one, and my goodness, the backgrounds are the death of me. That's why I haven't even finished the second chapter, but I'm just hoping it's super detailed, super cool, and all that. I'm really excited for the TV show. I'm just hope it's not ruined by the, I guess, TV show industry, the entertainment industry. That's what it's called. I don't know. Is Cricket done? I feel like she's missing something, but I don't know what. She might be done. I've sort of just been sitting here, and I kind of forgot about drawing. Whoops. Don't worry, I'll come back to this. Anyway, I don't know what to add to her. She might be done. Um, Rimley was overstayed. And also, okay, they're like 13, 14 years old. The weird love confession of like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. That was weird. Like, like in like the epilogue of Kibley's book, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. Like, you guys could get together, like, look, we're dating. But like, it felt like they were getting married at that moment. And it was like, aren't you guys like kids? I don't know. This is my weird opinion. Anyway, Cricket probably done. Oh, I need to draw her in the corner. Whoops. Oh no! I did it again. Yeah. My pencil's gone. No. Um, there we go. Where's my pencil? Whee. Um, why do I ship Kinter? Okay, I sort of hate what Tui did with Winter in the books. She sort of made him seem like he was a bad person. Like he does yell at people a lot, but I don't think he was a bad person. But in the end, they just made him out to be like this abusive guy, and I don't think that's who he was. I don't ship book Ghibli and Winter. I ship fandom Ghibli and Winter. I think they're funny. I don't know. I think it's funny. I love I hate you, but I'm actually like in love with you type tropes. It's cute. I don't know. It's just funny. Uh, Yeah, they did lose like all character development. Like when Winter came back in the books, it he didn't it didn't feel like it was Winter. Like I sort of forgot he was there because it was just like, oh, this is Winter, okay, and then yeah, he was it was I don't know. Winter sort of just like died after his book. Like it's like he got a whole bunch of character development in his book and then it was just thrown out the window as soon as the next book came. It's like, oh, he's starting to understand the importance of friends and all this stuff and blah blah blah. And then as soon as he got back to his friend, it was thrown out the window. He's now mean. He's hates them again. He yells at Moon all the time. It was like, what happened? What happened to the guy who's suddenly realizing that, yeah, your family sucks. You're not better than everyone else. Yay. And then, I don't know. He still had that expectation of his family over his family was still judging him and all that stuff. And it's like, doesn't your family think you're dead? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just disappointed and sad about what happened with Winter because I love him. And then it was just like, oh, forget it. It's not going to happen anymore. We're going to make you a unicorn. Whee! Give you your glasses. Give you your glasses. Give you your glasses. I've never actually drawn cricket. Oh, I guess maybe I have. Um, yeah, Moon was sort of just Moon was overused. She was not needed in the last arc, like at all. She, eh, she wasn't. She's an okay character. She's an okay character, and she did not need to come back as much as she did. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of her. Like, she was just a love interest character, and she was a filler character. She was a plot character. What are those people called when they're just used for plot? I don't really remember. But that's all she was. And it was kind of sad, but also, I don't really care for her, so. That's another thing is since she's such a like mediocre character, I don't like I wasn't excited to see that she was back. It wasn't like, oh, she's back. Wow, cool. It was just like, oh, she's back. Why? Okay, I think Cricket's done. So we can start a new one. Yippee! Okay. Oh, I should probably let you guys look at her one last time. My bad. She is in all her cricket glory. She's a goofball. Little silly girl. She's in love with Blue. Oh, now I want to draw her with Blue. No! Oh well. I'll draw them later. Um, I used to write fanfics. So many fanfics. Oh my goodness, that was bad. That was a bad phase. My Wings of Fire fanfic phase. What? Like, I started writing an AU where, like, Darkstalker realized the wrong of his ways before he got put under the mountain, and he ended up in Pantala. Like, he flew there instead of Clearsight, and he falls in love with a Leaf Wing. So it's like Leafwing Descent, like Leafwing and Nightwing Descents. It was a weird AU. I didn't get very far in it, but people loved it. Like part of it was Diamond got a hold of Clearsight and started like I guess she had like this. It's like what Arctic did with Whiteout with the necklace. She had a necklace on Clearsight and was making her hate Darkstalker and want to get revenge on Darkstalker. It was really poorly written. Could have been handled so much better, but it was interesting and it was also kind of bad at the same time. And I also had another one. The main character was Atoll. She was like Aucklet's great. No, she was yeah, Aucklet's granddaughter or something. That's who she was. And she had animus magic. And in this fanfic, there was like a curse that Albatross put that like every animus born into the Seawing family, like the royal Seawing family, will I guess have like him in the back of their mind, so he can like manipulate them to like I guess come back to life. And she was like the only one that listened to him, like everyone else interpreted it as their soul was turning evil whenever they would hear him. But she was just like, "Oh, hey buddy, what's up?" So that's what that story was about. But then it sort of went a weird direction where she was sort of dead and Albatross was controlling her body and him and her like godfather were trying to bring her back to life. It went a weird direction. It could have been an interesting direction, but it went a weird direction. But yeah, that was an interesting fanfiction. And then there was Paradise. Paradise was my first ever Wings of Fire character. I love her. She's no longer a Wings of Fire character. She's something else. But her story, she's a Skywing, Rainwing, and when I made her, I was like, wow, I am so excited. Like I was like, why how come I don't ever see Wings of Fire like hybrid OCs that have the powers of both of their, you know, I guess parents. So I was like, I'll just do it. So she had animus magic, could breathe fire, spit acid, fly really fast, and camouflage. She had all of that. She was the most overpowered thing in the whole wide world. Her personality was all over the place. One second she'd be angry, and then the next second she'd be like, "Oh, I'm shy, teehee," and it was bad. Like even in the book, I like addressed it where people like at one point like she got kidnapped by Glory at one point because she like I guess attacked some rainwings. I don't really remember what happened. I think so. Yeah, I think she attacked some rainwings. But and she was like she even addressed mentally like sometimes I'm just like mean and then the next second I'm not mean. Why am I like this? And I think that was just me being like like being like, well, her personality's all over the place. So here's an explanation. It's because she's half Rainwing and half Skywing, so that's why she's sometimes mean and sometimes nice. Because Rainwings are nice and Skywings are not, which is poor explanation. That is poor writing on my part. But it was also my first character, so you can't. There's nothing you can really do about it. Okay, young me was weird. Young me tried, young me sort of failed. Oh my goodness, her, oh boy, her story was bad, really bad. I stole a section of the book in my fan fiction. Like, I already forgot what Cricket looks like. Like, so her plot was, oh, she lived on this. Her parents abandoned her on this little island in the middle of the river because her mom got killed by Skywings and her dad was so depressed he left her there. Which, that's messed up, dude. You're a bad dad. But then she lived there the whole life, her for a long time. I don't know how she survived as a little like they left her as an egg. I don't know how she survived. In my brain, it was like, oh, they left her fruit, and then she caught any bird that landed there. She would not have survived. She would have died. But then when she made it off the island, she was a thief, and she was so edgy. Her first line in the book was, "I am your worst nightmare." Ew. What the frickin' frack? That's disgusting. Can't believe that was her first line. And then like after she like runs away, like she's like, I feel bad for hurting them. It's like, what? Commit. Commit to the fact that you're evil. But it was gross. It was bleh. But yeah, her arc pretty much consisted of, oh, going to find her family. Oh no, her dad dies. She's angry. Look, it's Darkstalker. Oh wow, you're gonna be Darkstalker's best friend and he's your mentor now. He's gonna teach you magic. Woo! Oh no, Darkstalker dies. So sad. I'm evil now. I made a castle out of a rock. Yay! Go after Ruby, 'cause she needs to die. Because I hate Skywings. 'Cause they killed my mom. And then woo, I bring Darkstalker back. What? Why? Doesn't make any sense. The whole story was absolutely stupid. Really, 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 really bad. It was awful. Worst story ever. Yeah, my young me. That had over, I think it had 290 something pages and it wasn't even done. It's gross. Okay, the whole Peacemaker thing, I get why people hate it. Like, people really wanted a redemption arc for him and we didn't get it. But I feel like it was also a really cool, like, it was a really cool way to defeat a bad guy. Like, I felt it was unique. But it was also just like, oh man, we didn't get to see him become good again because he wasn't intentionally bad. He was just he was a bad guy who thought he was doing the right thing. Like, not cool killing all those people. But I also wanted a redemption arc for him because I loved him. He was cool. Um, what do I use to stream? So I can't. Normally, I use Clip Studio Paint, and but I don't have my iPad. iPads can't. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's get rid of you. How do I do that? Hmm. Anyone want to tell me how to ban someone in my chat? Hold up. Gotta figure out how to ban someone. Ah, why? Why in my teeny tiny stream you gotta do this to me? Anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot. No, you made me forget what I was talking about. Well, if you guys know how to report this person, please do, because I don't know how. So that'd be great. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, I'm so mad. Ah, hold up. I gotta go back in the stream and see. Was I talking about Peacemaker? Oh, there we go. Thank you for telling me how to do that because I do not know how to use the internet. So I could put that guy in timeout, but I don't know how to ban him. Oh, when I was doing the stream. Oh, that's what I was talking about. So yeah, I normally use Clip Studio, but um what was I talking about? Yeah, I normally use Clip Studio, but for some reason I can't stream on my iPad like screen stream because I can't get OBS. So I'm currently using this rickety old laptop that I discovered underneath the bed that I'm using IBIS Paint and OBS. Say hi, OBS. I'm not very skilled in streaming, but hey, I'm trying. Um, so yeah, I use OBS and all that stuff. Lots of fun. Yeah, so what I did was I put them in timeout. I could put them in timeout. I don't know how to ban them though. When I put them in timeout, it gets rid of all their messages, so that's why you can't see it. Highlighted. Welcome to the stream. Now we're doing stuff. Oh, I guess I should have you guys say who we should draw next. Yesterday, most people were saying Ostrich and Katie did, but I don't know if you guys want to see them. So, who do you guys want to see? What human should we draw now? Man, I wish I had a stylus. If my art pieces on IBS don't look as clean as the rest of them, I haven't used IBIS Paint in a long time. I'm doing good. Just streaming, showing my voice to the internet. Probably just more often. This is kind of fun. I am doing art fight this year. I am on Team Seafoam. Woo! So if you want to attack me, that's pretty cool. Like, yeah. My username is eating crackers, like it is on everything. It's in my email. I totally messed up my email. Put an S in the middle of it. That's kind of funny. I have done blue before. I don't remember what number he is, but I have done him before. He was, I think, the first Silkwing I did. Um, he is. I did him right after Moon and right before Wasp. Yeah, he's kind of funky. I have done Tamarin too. Tamarin. Oh no, what happened? Oh no, we're fine. When did I did Tamarin a long time ago. Yeah, I did her after Young blah, 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 Darkstalker and before Peril. I love Tamarin. She's so cute. So all I've seen is Ostrich, which we could do Ostrich. She's pretty cute. Um, ba ba ba. Earth is fun. I've been doing it since 2020, I think. I don't ever get many attacks, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. But it's a lot of fun. I think it's cool. Every time I do get attack, I get so excited, and I'm like, wow, art! I love art. But nobody ever attacks the characters I want attacked, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. Like, I get a lot of art for Coffee Bean. Oh, and Tokay. I forgot about him. I have 36 characters. But I don't really. They're like very minor characters, and a lot of people draw them because they're Mudwings. And it's like cool, but also Oh, my boy Leo. I love him. I love art of him. Bye, Leiden. Um, alright, we're gonna do ostrich. Woo! Okay, I have no clue what she would look like. Let's Google images. Woo! Google. What's her name? That is not how you spell that. Aw, she's so cute in the graphic novels. People forget about her a lot. Like, when people say the babies, nobody ever talks about her. She's very, very young. Okay, this artist, I love their art. It's so cool. But I honestly cannot. I don't follow them on anything because I sort of forget about them until I go and look at fan art, and then they're there. So she's very pale. Nobody talks about her little girl. What would she look like? Alright, I'm gonna make her blonde. Very, very blonde. Oops, wrong one. Ah! All over the place. Oh, oh, whoops. I love looking at like Wings of Fire art. It's so cool. Waff fan art. It just makes me happy. Look at this. Look at this cool art. Like, this is so cool. Like, look at all this art. This, people are so talented, and it's so cool. Oh, look at this. This is like a seas, but they're so pretty. I once got told that my art looks like a lamppost. Thank you a lot, but also, don't compare artists. But also, I do not believe, I do not think so. Their art is very cool. This is cool. This is really cool. Oh, what happened? No! Ooh. There's another design I hate of my humans is Blaze. I feel like I did her wrong. I feel like I did her so wrong. Oh, this is cute. Ah, that's an interesting ship. Never thought of that before, but that's cute. Pretty. Pretty. This is traced. Boo. No tracing. Ooh. This is cool. Anyway, we're getting distracted by cool people. Okay, so ostrich. She's a little. Gotta draw the kid. Yay! We love drawing. Alright, what on earth would she be wearing? I should give her a fluff around the neck, like ostriches. Bye, Rissy. I hate drawing kids. I don't know why. They're so hard to draw. With their big eyeballs like this. Look at me, I'm adorable. Tracing is, it can be good. Like, it helps you learn, but not tracing it and claiming it as yours. That's not cool. But if you're like I know my older sibling, they would trace like a lot of pictures, but they learned how to draw really well that way. So as long like they never claimed any of the art as their own. they would trace it as like practice and stuff. What is this? Why do you look so funky? You'd probably be skinnier. 'Cause you're in the desert and you're starving. Ooh, I wonder what happened to Ostrich after she, like, I guess they moved to the palace. I hope she's treated like a princess, 'cause she deserves it. I forgot about that character too. What was I talking about? I'm I'm so out of it. Oh, Mesa. She she was a funky character. So she was also one of my firsts, and most of her character arc came from this one roleplay I did. Coolest roleplay I was ever a part of. Unfortunately, it died out. It was weird. It was like an interesting concept, but what I loved about it was my character was allowed to be evil. Like, um, like in the story, my character, she was mean. She was like nasty, and nobody got mad at me for that. Like people, like their characters just hated my character, but I wasn't like not allowed to have that. And she joined the bad guy, and I was like totally fine to do that, which was really exciting because I love bad guys. And every time people love making their characters really nice in role plays, like, oh, I'm nice and we're main characters and blah blah blah, and nobody's ever mean. So I like making mean characters because add variety. But then people get mad at you, like, hey, your character's kind of mean, and it's like, yeah, it's add drama to the story, conflict. But that was such a fun role play, and I'm so sad it died out. What on earth? Ooh, what? Wait, hold up. I don't know. What do we think of this? What is that one Pokemon called? It's like the Firebird. Firebird Pokemon. This one. This is what she looks like. This is what I'm going for. I do like Wings of Fire. Whole my channel is pretty much dedicated to that. Although recently I've been trying to do more. What is it called? Like human OC stuff. I know a lot of people don't really have interest in that, but I do. And they make me really happy. So I've been doing a lot of them lately. Like my human OCs, I think about them all the time, like every second of the day, and it's kind of a bad addiction. But I just love them to death, and I want people to also like them. So I don't know. I've been like, oh, I don't make too much of them. She's got kind of long. No, her arms are decent length. She's got bad posture. Bad posture. But that's okay. Not everybody has good posture. Maybe we should give her long legs like an ostrich. Do you know where I live? I don't think you do. Because I don't even live on Earth. Like, little do you guys know, I'm actually a Wings of Fire dragon. Like, my name is Moonbeam, and I'm a Nightwing with Future Sight, and I can also read minds, and I can see every possible future, by the way. Just letting you know. So I know what's gonna happen to you, and I know for a fact you will never find me. What are you doing with your hand? I don't know, you can keep the weird funky hand. Oh, your arms are long. It's weird. I never had a warrior cat's phase. Just sort of shocking. Like, I know a lot of Wings of Fire people go through warrior cat's phase. I sort of did, but not really. Like, sort of. Not really. I mean, I do have warrior cats with C's. Like, her name is Speckle Pelt. Um, oops. But that was when I was like really young. I never really got into the fandom. I was only like sort of in it. Turtleneck? No, it's hot. I have all the books and I have not touched most of them. Like, I haven't even taken the wrapper off of them. Like, I read the first arc. I loved the first arc. And then I started reading the second one, and then I could not find the third book to the second one, so I stopped reading it for like a couple years. And then I found it, and then I started reading the third arc, and I sort of fell out of the third arc. It was just not that interesting. Warrior Cats is kind of boring and repetitive, and yeah, I don't really care for it. You would 100% wear shorts and leggings. You think it's cool now. When you grow up, you'll realize the error of your ways with these shorts and leggings. It's okay. We all go through phases, Ostrich. Yeah, we gotta give you sandals. We love sandals. Okay, this is what she looks like. She looks like Torchic, but that's kind of cute. Kind of adorable. I don't know. Should we make it fluffier? We might need to make it bigger. Let's just see. Move it. Grow. Turn. There we go. Like that better. Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Whoops. What's going on? Oh! Why am I in settings? Weird. Oh, whoops. Silly, silly me. Bye, pirate. Pirate. Pirate? Hmm. Well, bye. Hmm. Any more burning questions? You don't have to ask any. Making conversation. Look at you, cutie. So cute, so adorable. Aw, shucks. Thanks. Wow. You. I see you, Will. Yeah, I see you. Oh no, I think I gave this hair to Dusky. Hmm. Well, looks like they're hair twins. I am not unique when it comes to hair. Why are you kind of shaped like a weird pinto bean? Arc 4? I don't know. So I personally, I don't like um next generation stuff. I don't know why. I'm just not a big fan of it. So if that happens, I'm not gonna be that happy about it, but I'll still enjoy it. I don't know. I just think it's, I guess, cringe. I don't really know. I've just never been a fan of second arc, like, not second arc, next generation stuff. But I also really want to know what everyone is like when they get older. But I know Peacemaker's future is pretty much already planned out, so uh he's not gonna be in it unless she decides to change it, like his story, which would then be confusing to people who like jump in and are like, oh look, so Peacemaker's gonna live a happy life, and then oh wait, now he's got his own arc. Which I get if you like come up with a story and suddenly includes him, that makes sense, but it's also just confusing. Like I know she doesn't really have a plan for it, because I know she said that she hasn't even started writing it yet because she's still like brainstorming about what it should be about. She just knows that there is gonna be one. But I know like when she was done with Arc 2, she had arc 3 lined up because of the epilogue and all that stuff. And she didn't have this one planned, so I'm hoping none of it contradicts itself with the other books. I don't know, I'm just hoping it's cool, and I'm hoping there's not another island, like another continent, and I'm hoping magic comes back. Like, um, like I know it kind of got out of hand in the second arc, but it was kind of cool in the second arc. Like that was just what it was, and I felt like the whole "oh wait, magic is suddenly gone" thing that was going on in the third arc. In my opinion, that's poor writing. That she realized that it like magic had too much of an influence now, and you could solve all your problems with magic. And so she's like, "Oh well, it's gone now." But she also left it open to come back. I feel like that's sort of poor writing, but I'm hoping it's handled better in this fourth arc. And if it's just gone forever, that would be weird. I also don't think Sunny needs a partner. And if this is a next generation thing, we're either gonna see the partner like we're probably if it's gonna be a next generation thing, we're not gonna get like the whole introduction to each other. It's gonna be like oh, the aftermath of her getting a partner and all this stuff. And I don't know. I just like Sunny being by herself. Like if she's Arrow Ace or not, I she just works fine by herself. Like I can't imagine her being a mom. Not that she would be a bad mom. It just doesn't. I think she cares too much about everyone else to have a kid. If that makes any sense. Her focus would be divided pretty much. Is your body wrong? Okay, so her head might be a little big. She looks a little weird. Alright, we gotta fix that. Hold up. Lasso tool. Bye, blobfish. Um, now her head seems too small. There we go. I think that's better. You guys got me drawing kids. Kids are so hard. I don't got their anatomy down yet and everything about them. Ah. One thing I liked about the last book is we finally got answers about the scorching. Like I thought that was cool, and I was so right about something. I had I pretty much had a headcanon that all the tribes are descendants of like evolution. It was an evolution thing. And I was right. There was evolution. Like they were all different tribes. There was like it was evolution. And I was so happy that I was right. I was like, wow, look at me, I'm big brained. I don't know. It was cool, and I'm glad we got answers about what it was. It was cool. Your hands are kind of funky looking, kind of big. I want to know more about the Mud Kingdom too. My opinion, Mudwings have are so underrated they've now become overrated. Like I never really cared about Mudwings. Like they're a cool tribe, but they just never interested me. And I know they didn't get much attention, but I never really cared. Like it wasn't really something that bothered me. But so many people like them. Like so many, it's like everybody's favorite at this point. They're overrated. I would like to know more about them though. Like it would be cool to like explore them and see what the Mud Kingdom is actually like other than the poor people section. I also want to know what happened to Umber and Sora. Like they just disappeared and then it's like now what? They just gone forever or are you gonna ever see them again? Also in the fourth arc, are we gonna if it's a wing if Sky and Pearl's reunion is a winglet, I could live with that. But if we never get it, I'm gonna be a little disappointed because why reveal to us that he's still alive if you're not gonna reveal to the characters that he's still alive? Like that's just a it feels like a build up to a bigger moment of realization for the characters that they're not gonna get if they don't get it. So I'm so excited for that. I love both of them. Okay, so we might get a winglet. That's good. I hope we get it. I hope it's like an absolute. Oh, for Umber and Sora? Okay. That's interesting too. I want that. I still need to read the winglets. I can't find them anywhere. Like I think I found them once at like I don't remember what that commercial bookstore is called, but I found one I think I found Arctic and Foe Slayer's winglet there, but I didn't have any money on me at the time, so I didn't buy it. But I really need to read the winglets. I have every book but the winglets and the guide. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get the guide because I don't think I care that much. Like I love Wings of Fire and all, but I don't think I care enough to spend a whole lot of money on it anymore. Like I'm buying every book, like mainstream books, but nothing extra. I also don't have the funds for it. Like even if I really wanted to. Wee. Your leg is kind of thick. I'm gonna shrink this whole leg down. Got some thick leg. Oh wait, let me finish the sandal first, and then I'll do that. That's too teeny tiny. Okay, that's better. Bye. Okay. Yay, Leonard. Done? Done. I think it's done. It's done. Okay. So I need to find my own YouTube channel to get a reference picture because I do not have it on here. Come on. There we go. Shorts. And then we're going to go to. Where is he? Oh no. There he is. More than anything, I'll shelter and adore you more than anything. More than anything. Screenshot. Nope, nope. How does one take a screenshot on a... Oh, you need to find a clipping tool. More than anything, I'll shelter and adore you. Pause. No. I need your color palette. I did it, yay! And then you guys here. Oh, save button. Let's go to downloads and let's save. We're gonna go to here. We're gonna go here. Cool. We did it. Okay. Yeah, I don't really understand technology that much, so I find one thing with the snipping tool and I use it every chance I get because it's like, oh, hey, I know how to use this. Yeah, I get to use it again. But other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like an old person. Right, you've got blonde hair. I think we'll also make that, or would that be confusing? That might be confusing. We'll just make it dustier. That. Yeah. What's power toys? I don't know what that is. Windows key, shift key. Oh, well, that's helpful. I will probably forget that, but thank you. I have a terrible memory when it comes to this stuff. I know directions. I don't know street names, but I know directions. But other things, I have no clue. Should I give you freckles? I should. No, I don't like it. You're gonna have golden eyes like your father. I am tired and I have no idea why. No, never mind, I do know why. 'Cause I have a new dog and she likes to wake me up at 5 in the morning and bite me. And it hurts, but I love her and I can't say anything about it. Because it'll hurt her feelings. And I don't want to do that. She's cute though, and I love her. But I would like to sleep. It sucks more because we bought her sister too, and it sucks a whole lot when she's in my room because she is noisy and is the more aggressive one. So she'll bite you every chance she gets. It's not fun. Not fun at all. So my dog, her name is Clover. They're both bulldog, yeah, English bulldog and husky mix. We think it's Siberian husky. And then I'm gonna kill you. You know who I'm talking to. I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, Clover's my dog, and then Junebug is the other one. But I will kill you. You know who you are. Your life is ending. Um, whoops, whoops. Not you. Uh, mm. My life is not ending. A specific someone's life is ending. I will not mention who, but yeah, this they're done for. They made their one wrong move, now they're done for. I could put a spell on you and you're done for. Or you better run. Soon you will be done for. I don't know, her blonde hair looks wrong. It looks, I think it's the neck thing. Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to someone else in the chat. You're not done for. It's the other one. The other one in here that I see. Okay, she needs texture. She is looking bland. So we're gonna put some texture on her. Hmm. Okay, well, let's. Why isn't this working? Is this? There we go. Some on the cheeks. Um. Doo -doo 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 -doo. Okay, there's something about this that I don't like. I think it's the blonde hair, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the hair in general. Bye, Pixel Toaster. I don't know. Maybe I think it's too spiky. Okay, let's try. Let's make it a little softer. You're gonna be temporarily bald. I hope that's okay. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Gonna be the very best. No one ever was. To catch them is my real test. Train them is my call. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. I know it's destiny. Pokemon, yeah, you're my best friend. In a world of love to win. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Luxray's the best Pokemon. Can't tell me I'm wrong because I am right. He's my Pokemon Go partner, and if Pokemon was real, he would be my in real life partner. Yeah, the 1 million views thing. I honestly never thought that would happen. It's kind of scary. Like, I always thought you had to have, like, at least 100,000 subscribers to get that, and lo and behold, I didn't, and I reached that. It feels like it didn't happen. I've got, like, this weird. Like, I don't even feel like I'm at 10K. Like, 10K has been my dream goal since, like, I started this YouTube channel. Like, that's the amount I've always wanted, and like that was it. And I reached it, and it doesn't feel like it actually happened because it's been like it's taken me years to get to 5K, and then in a week I jumped to 10K. And it's cool, but it's also like it doesn't feel like it's actually happening. Like I still feel like I still have a long way to go before I get there, even though I got there. I'm glad it happened. Like I'm so happy I finally got to 10K. But the 1 million thing. Like as soon as I got to 1,000, like 100,000 views, I was like, dang, most I've gotten is 80,000 views. This is kind of cool. And then it kept going, and I kept getting more subscribers. And then I reached 9K, and then someone was like, and I posted about it, and someone was like, "Oh, you also got that million views on your video," and I was like, "Huh? I did?" It's weird. Oh, it's weird. I never thought I would get that many views. Okay, she might be done. I'm gonna give her a scar. She does live in the desert, and just like that. Cool. Yay. It was my making Tinter real video where it was like Kibble trying to ask Winter out and like all the characters were helping. That one. It's been out for like a year. It's been a long time. I don't know how long it's been up, but it's gained like eight. I think it's at 84,000 views. I don't know. That was my most popular video. Here's what I want to know. What is everyone's favorite like of my turning Wings of Fire characters into humans? 'Cause I wanted to know that, but for some reason I haven't asked or like made a video about it or made a community post about it. But I do really want to know which one people like and also like why. I like input. Input makes me happy. Even if it's bad input, I'm like, cool. Now I know. Mine is the Darkstalker one. I love that one to death. It's so cool. I know I said this already, but I just love it. I like the Clearsight one too. A lot of people didn't like the Darkstalker or Clearsight one. The Darkstalker one because a lot of people were like, isn't he like a teenager? And it's like he was, but then he was asleep for thousands of years and aged. So that's why a lot of people didn't like his. And then the Clearsight one, people didn't like because they felt like she should have been messy. And yes, but I dressed her up like she was, I guess, royalty because um, in the books, prophets are like they work like royal prophets. They work directly under the queen and stuff, so they're like council members and they're really important. So I dressed her up like she was an important council member. Although I should probably make a casual outfit for her. Although I gotta say, both of their designs. So Winter, not Winter, Whiteout, Clearsight, and Darkstalker. I made their human designs in Gotcha Life when I had a Gotcha Life phase. So that's where the main inspiration for like their hair and stuff came from. It's kind of sad. And also I no, Turtle I changed. But yeah. Moon took forever. I hated Moon so much. I drew her like 5 different times and I hated each one. I had such a hard time with her. I do like where I landed with her though. I feel like it's her colors are weird, but I do like where it ended up. The winter in the dress, that was my favorite thing ever. I thought it was. I kept seeing that trend everywhere, and I'm like, that would fit winter. It would. No, fortunately, I sold my soul, so you can't eat it. I don't got it anymore. If I had it, I'd give it to you, but I don't got it. Okay, so I think the ostrich is done. She looks like a chick, which is kind of cute. Yeah, so I think she's done. Cool. Should I? How long have I been streaming for? Oh, it's been 2 hours. That's a long time. I don't know. I could start another one, but I also need to eat food at some point. Oh, Minka's my favorite. She's so cute. She looks like a goofy 10-year-old. Look at you. Oh no! So I have done mink, cricket, and ostrich. I forgot her name for a second. Hmm, I kind of want to start working on Glacier. Like, I want to do that. Huh. But also, I should probably not do her yet. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, that's the plan. Is that's gonna be her coat. That's kind of why I want to get it done. So like people see that when they look at like after they look at Mink and then they because if they're too far apart, people will probably forget about it. But I don't know. Say hi, Sunny. You're temporary and are gonna be erased. Isn't that fun? Okay. I think I might start, like, I'll do the sketch of Glacier, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Ugh. Okay, I think I want to do a mess with her hair a bit. Um, what does? Hold up, let me. Why am I on pet insurance? What is going on? Let's go back to YouTube. Hold up, let me turn the volume down. Okay, we are gonna go to shorts, and then we are gonna go to where's Snowfall? There's Starflight, there's Lynx, there's Snowfall.
Cause a princess doesn't cry. A princess doesn't cry. Over monsters in the night.
Okay,
Cause
well
a
I turned down the
princess
volume
doesn't
and nothing's going
cry.
on.
A princess doesn't cry. Over monsters in the night.
Weird.
Cause a princess doesn't cry. A princess doesn't cry. Over monsters in the night. Cause a princess doesn't cry. A princess doesn't cry. Over monsters in the night. Cause a princess doesn't cry. A princess
Is this
doesn't
still playing that
cry.
song? Please stop. Whoops. Okay, one thing I don't understand about Glacier. Her character changed a lot from Snowfall's perspective to like the first arc perspective. Like in the first arc, she was just this cold woman who liked killing people, or was like into killing people, and then in Snowfall's perspective, she was just this really nice lady. Bye, Leggy Toaster. Like I liked her first arc character, so I don't know why it changed. I guess we need like the sympathy type of thing going on, but my least favorite book is either Darkness of Dragons, uh, Dangerous Gift, or The Brightest Night. I hate Darkness of Dragons because I hate Kibley's book. I hate Dangerous Gift because it felt like a filler and it was just disappointing. And then I don't like Brightest Night because I hate Sunny's weird arc thing she went on. Yeah, she really like she was like really cold like in the end of what was it? End of book 4, I think it was. We got her in maybe it was book 3. I don't really remember. We got her and Blaze talking and they were talking about she was like she said she was going to kill the Dragons of Destiny at the end and it was just confusing of why her character suddenly changed. But if Tui didn't make her a nice mom, we wouldn't really have much There was no need for her death to be that sad in Snowfall's arc. Well, now what do I? Okay, do I make her be a nice mom, sort of looking, or like an evil ruler? I have never seen One Piece. I don't know what it's about. Well, sort of. I know it's about pirates that are looking for the One Piece, and the main character is Elastigirl. But other than that, I don't really know anything about it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make her look pirate. No, wait, mama bear type of thing. So she's gonna be like big and tough. And what on earth is she gonna be wearing? Okay. Ooh, okay. We're getting somewhere. Then we're gonna have the coat right here. Book 4 was kind of boring. Book 15, yeah, she doesn't really seem like the same character because she was very positive and very looking for the future, and then in that book, she was sort of just depressed the whole time, which I sort of get why, but at the same time, I don't because stuff was actually happening, like change was actually happening. And then book 7, yeah, he was kind of whiny, and it was also useless because he was like got this arc and then it was gone and it was just like, oh well, what was the point? But yeah, I understand why you don't like those books. Starflight is a really boring character. Should I have the coat draping over her shoulders? Or should I have her arms through the sleeves? I might put her arms through the sleeves. I have played Roblox. I used to play it religiously, but only like 2 games. I only played, I think it was this shark game where you had to stay on the boats and not get killed by the shark. And I played Natural Disaster too many times. Those are like the only 2 games I ever played. Although I did recently jump on the Wings of Fire Roblox game for like 5 seconds. I might play it, although it's a lot of role playing and I'm not really into role playing anymore. It would just be like walking around, probably. I don't know. I want to play it, but I'm just not into role playing anymore. It just doesn't sound interesting. Queen Lady. Yay. I am drawing Glacier, humanoid Glacier from Wings of Fire. She is a tall lady, and she died. Rest in peace, her. Hello, Tune. Welcome. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Ignore these poorly drawn diamonds. Ooh, it kind of looks like a tuxedo. That's kind of fancy. Uh, okay, so I accidentally drew her in like a tailcoat tux, but that's okay. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's okay. She's a fancy lady. Fancy, fancy lady. Now I need to draw her face. I might experiment a bit with her face because I have no idea what she'd look like. Oh, is it like so the Wings of the Towns of Peace game? Is it like a story game or is it like just a wandering around game? Like, what do you do? She's kind of looking like Yellow Diamond, but that's okay. Yellow Diamond's cool. This is so many details. This is gonna be a pain. The line art is gonna be so annoying, but that's okay. I'm drawing Glacier. Very tall woman. Oh, I need to draw her crown. I almost forgot about that. So to not give her one. Oh no, I forgot what I wanted her hair to look like. Um, Hi Christian, welcome. What do I want her hair to look like? Woman could be tied up. Well, she's currently bald because I don't know what to do with her. Give her some pearl hair. Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know, what should I do with her hair? Because I'm sort of lost here. Let's look at regal hair. Regal hair for females. Can you, there we go. Well, this isn't helpful. I sort of want it to be flowy, but she's already got so much going on that I feel like it would be distracting if it was flowy. Okay. Okay. We'll keep the bun for a while. I was thinking of doing Snowfall's hair, but like I did her hair because she's young and sort of, like I said, experienced. I don't know. I think she would look more like Diamond, if anything. Like Diamond would look like her, and she also looks sort of like Mink. What does she look like? What is her name again? Glacier. What on earth happened? Why? Why is it doing that? GLACI. Ice waterfall hair? Is that a real thing? I don't think that's a thing. Yeah, it's not a thing. Um, that is a complicated crown. I ain't drawing that. This is a buff woman. Did I say diamond? I'm talking about crystal. Silly, silly me. Okay, so I think this sketch is pretty much done. I think it's done. But, yeah, I think that's all we'll do. I've been doing this for a really, really long time. So I think we're done drawing for right now. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. This is fun. I like streaming. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Okay. So I guess I'll see you guys later. It was nice chatting, nice answering some questions. We'll do this in the future at some point, hopefully. Okay. Well, farewell. Bye bye. The stream comes to an end.